China built a dam so massive that it actually slowed the Earth's rotation by 0.06 microseconds. That's not a myth. It's a fact acknowledged by NASA itself. Over the next 100 years, humanity could collectively lose around 2.2 seconds of time because of it. The amount of concrete used in its construction would be enough to build a wall stretching from Beijing all the way to South Africa. It lifted 39 trillion kilograms of water to a height of 175 meters, literally altering the physical parameters of the planet itself. This is the story of the Three Gorges Dam. In 1994, construction of the Three Gorges Dam officially began. But standing before Chinese engineers was a challenge that many of the world's top experts believed was impossible to solve. How do you build a gigantic dam in the middle of a river carrying 30,000 to 40,000 cubic meters of water every single second? Western experts openly declared that China could never accomplish such a feat. But the solution proposed by Chinese engineers stunned the world. They decided to construct the dam in two halves. First, they enclosed a construction zone across 2/3 of the Yangtze River, drained the water, and began building, while leaving the remaining 1/3 open for ships and navigation. Once most of the main dam structure was completed, they blocked the final section of the river, while simultaneously opening spillways in the completed part of the dam to precisely control the water level, allowing the last section to be finished successfully. It sounds simple in theory, but in reality, it was an engineering nightmare. At the final stage of cutting off the river, the opening became narrower and narrower, causing water speeds to surge to nearly 7 meters per second. Throwing rocks into the torrent would have been useless. Even a heavy truck would have been swept away instantly. So the engineers used giant concrete blocks weighing over 20 tons each, dropping them into the raging current like enormous shot puts. The world-famous river diversion operation was completed in just 40 minutes. But the real challenge had only just begun. The Three Gorges Dam required a total of 27 million cubic meters of concrete. Spread out, that would be enough to build a highway half a meter thick and 8 meters wide, stretching from Beijing to Shanghai. The problem was that concrete generates heat as it cures. Temperatures inside the dam could rise to 60 degrees Celsius, while the outer layers remained around 20 degrees Celsius. The inner concrete wanted to expand, but the cooler exterior restrained it. This enormous temperature difference could create internal stresses powerful enough to crack the entire dam apart. Western experts insisted that pouring concrete on such a massive scale without cracks was impossible. Chinese engineers responded with an extraordinary solution. Before each concrete section was poured, thousands of steel cooling pipes were embedded inside the structure. Ice-cold water continuously circulated through the pipes to reduce the temperature. Altogether, the dam contains more than 9,500 kilometers of cooling pipes, enough to travel from Beijing to New York and back. Even the concrete itself was mixed using crushed ice. In the end, millions of cubic meters of concrete were poured with zero temperature-related cracking, setting a world record. But even after the dam was completed, the greatest test was still ahead: filling the reservoir. The pressure generated by 42 billion tons of water was enough to slightly deform the Earth itself. As the water rose, the surrounding mountain sides could become unstable and collapse at any moment. History had already shown the danger. In 1963, Italy's Vajont Dam disaster occurred when rapid reservoir filling triggered a massive landslide. Around 200 million cubic meters of rock crashed into the reservoir, creating a gigantic wave that swept over the dam, killing more than 2,000 people overnight. Determined not to repeat such a tragedy, Chinese engineers divided the filling process into 3 stages over 7 years. raising the water level centimeter by centimeter. More than 12,000 sensors were installed throughout the reservoir area, monitoring even the smallest ground movements 24 hours a day. Another 12,000 monitoring devices were embedded inside the dam itself, constantly measuring pressure, deformation, leakage, and structural stability. Finally, in October 2010, the reservoir reached its maximum water level of 175 meters for the first time, officially completing the filling process. When the Three Gorges Dam was finished, its impact amazed the world. Flood control alone secured its place in history. The dam upgraded flood protection along the Xinjiang section of the Yangtze River from a once-in-10-years standard to a once-in-100-year standard. In 2010 and 2020, the Yangtze River experienced massive floods exceeding the levels of the catastrophic 1998 flood. Time and time again, the Three Gorges Dam held back the overwhelming floodwaters. Behind that protection were the lives of 600 million people living along the middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze River, as well as 23 million acres of farmland relied upon by ordinary families. Its power generation also broke the world record long held by Brazil's Itaipu Dam. In 1 year, the dam generates enough electricity to supply 100 million households across China for an entire year. 32 giant turbines convert the energy of water, falling from 175 meters with more than 95% efficiency into clean electricity, delivering it across much of China through ultra-high voltage power grids. The electricity charging your phone right now may very well come from the waters of the Three Gorges spinning those turbines. Shipping was transformed as well. Before the dam was built, the Sichuan section of the Yangtze was called the Gateway to Hell by countless sailors, and 10,000-ton ships could barely pass through. After completion, a 5-stage shiplock system, like a staircase on water, allowed ships to rise step by step from downstream to upstream in about 3 hours. The world's largest ship lift can vertically raise an entire vessel, together with the surrounding water, by 113 meters in just 40 minutes, 6 times faster than traditional shiplocks. The lift can carry more than 15,000 tons, equivalent to lifting an entire Type 055 destroyer. The Three Gorges Dam completely transformed the Yangtze River into a golden waterway. But the dam also came with unavoidable costs. Historically, the Yangtze River carried sediment downstream every flood season, acting as natural fertilizer provided by nature itself. After the construction of the Three Gorges Dam, 70 to 80% of that sediment became trapped in the reservoir area. Soil fertility downstream has declined year by year, and some riverbeds have eroded several meters deeper. The foundations of bridges along the riverbanks are gradually being undermined by the clearer water. To this day, there is still no perfect solution to this problem. From Sun Yat-sen first proposing the Three Gorges project in 1919, to construction officially beginning in 1994 and the first reservoir filling in 2003, an entire century of effort from generations of Chinese people became solidified in this 2,309-meter-long concrete megastructure. More than 1.3 million people left the ancestral homeland where their families had lived for thousands of years, sacrificing their homes to make this national project possible. This sacrifice must never be forgotten. It changed the Earth's physical parameters. It changed the fate of 600 million people. And it changed the limits of human engineering history.